All right, guys, you man, I'm alive. I'm alive. Well, actually, yeah, we're live here. So basically, this is what I'm hoping is going to be a daily occurrence. So, as well know, the daily football news episode has gone out. What's up, Bruno Alves? What's up? So the daily football news thingy has gone out, and after that goes out, I'll be doing this live show, which is pretty much going to be a reiteration of what I've actually done on the football news, which is a roundabout football news. But this just for me to chat in a bit more detail and get some feedback from you guys on the topics that I've talked about on that episode. So, firstly, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up? Let's talk about this whole La Liga PSG thing, for me, which I just think is stupid. So La Liga said that PSG they pissed in the pool. Rude. And this has been going on for so long because La Liga, it should actually probably be like La Liga. I think they need another L in that name because um, they took an L. Um, because Neymar wanted to leave. PSG paid out the release clause. What's there to argue about? I mean, Captain Levi's page says La Liga chief is right in the concept. If UEFA doesn't rein in on the UAE and Qatar money being pumped into PSG, they could pay Madrid the 1,000 million clause and buy him or Messi's 250 million clause. For me, but my whole thing is this I warned people about this. Abramovich, this started way back in Abramovich, so nobody should be complaining. Um, this started way back with Abramovich, but I think put that to one side, focusing on Barcelona. Aren't these the same guys who illegally got Neymar? Aren't these the same people? And the what happens in Barcelona, they've gone to now cry to La Liga, they open La Liga and say, hey man, look what these guys did to us. The release clause was paid. It was done. If anything was done that was a bit iffy, then somebody would have said something. There would have been an investigation. But what's in that for Barcelona? You can't be doing this because it's hypocritical. Because everybody knows that Neymar deal from Santos was a dodgy deal. But the fact that nothing was fully flagged up and there's no evidence meant that okay, fair enough, you can do it. How dare you now come and say after you conducted yourself in an illegal deal, now point the finger at PSG to say, oh no, they're the bad people. As I said in my video, everybody is bad. Everybody is poisonous. So what did I say? Yeah, for me, I just this sort of is Zidane's move to Madrid. Yeah, probably, perhaps. Yeah, but I just think that you know what, it's La Liga and Barcelona. They're making themselves just look very petty and just very bad. I just think they're just making themselves look really petty and just really bad because as you guys have been saying, I mean, get over it. It's happened. It's done. Okay, it didn't work out for you. I'm sorry, it just didn't work out for you. So you have to just accept that Neymar chose what he wanted to do. He took hold of his destiny, and now he's in the club that he wanted to go to. Just want to say, Neymar was bought illegally from, was it? But not from Santos. But I did it. Oh, interesting. So Rahinsky says that if Pep doesn't win the league this season, will your claims of him being a fraud be justified? Um, Look, I still think City will win the league this season. But that would be interesting, though. I mean, I'd have to rethink because if Pep somehow conspires to not win the league this season, then that would, I mean, because remember what I was saying before that. Look, I don't really fully give him those wins that he had with a Messi-led Barcelona and a Bayern Munich already won the treble before he arrived. So him winning the league with City, this would be the realest win. Even if he spent a sick load of money, I'd give him this win. but it's all really dependent on whether he can win the league title. I mean, he's already seeing how difficult it is in the Premier League. That the Premier League ain't like La Liga or the Bundesliga. Bundesliga is a one-team league. La Liga is a two-team league. Premier League, four, there now four teams can realistically win it. Like United can win it, City can win it, United can win it, Chelsea can win it, Liverpool can win it. You can even argue that Tottenham can win it. So there are five teams who are all pretty much on the same level. Arsenal are in tier two now. So um, what else are people saying? So Vincent Verhel, you're totally sleeping on Chelsea. They'll walk the league. Best player, best man manager. So by best player, are you saying Hazard is the best player in the Premier League? I strongly doubt that. Actually, that's true. Who is the best player in the Premier League? Would you say right now? Um, or should I say the best attacking player? Um, who would be more hot to their legacy if they don't win the Premier League? For me, no, it's has to. Like, I mean, I think okay, that's. I mean, a probably a better question, better way to phrase it is who who is it more important for to win the Premier League? Uncle Mu or Baldiola? Um, I'd say Baldiola because people have always had that crutch against Baldiola that like, yeah, you did the whole tiki taka thing in Barcelona, but you it was a case of you had Lionel Messi. So there's always been an asterisk on his wins. Okay, you had Lionel Messi, Baninic, well, Heinkes already won the treble before you got there. But with Uncle Mu, he won the league with scraps with Chelsea. He gave Chelsea their first ever league win. He won the treble with Inter Milan. So and that treble he won with Inter Milan, that was his win. That was his win. So he wasn't coming into an Inter Milan team that had already won the treble before he got there, and Inter Milan didn't have the best player in the world. So they had good players, very good players, but that was a Mourinho-led win. So there's never been a win that Pep has had where it's like, this is fully a Pep win. He's never had that. So the City will be the only one where, okay, all right, if he wins, this is big. So that's the one. Um, so let me just say. Do you think Klopp will get sacked if Liverpool don't get top four? Nah, I still think he'll stay there. I think Liverpool like Klopp. I mean, I do think that Klopp won't last. Or Klopp won't last there long term. I do think that eventually he will get. I don't know whether it will be sacked, but I think he'll probably leave by mutual consent at the end of the day. But guys, look. I mean, again, you'll see the video. I want to see what your response is. But am I too hard on Messi? That's what I want to know. Am I being a bit too harsh on Messi? Because if you're the best player in the world, surely you should be able to beat Venezuela. That's just me. I mean, if you're the best player in the world, I mean, shouldn't you be able to beat Venezuela? I mean, isn't that a possibility? Because I think as I told you, Messi, he's a really good player. He's possibly the best club player that we've ever seen. But what I saw, especially in that 2014 World Cup, was a guy being pampered. You know, is a guy just being ridiculously pampered. And I think I even remember this at one point that Evan Ekoko was saying this when he was commentating during the Nigeria Cameroon game, where Nigeria played Argentina, and Ahmed Musa scored two goals in that game. I think Messi scored one goal via a free kick, but remember that game, Messi just wasn't at his best. But Messi was given the man of the match, even if a dude scored two very good goals in that same game. And you're looking at the end of the whole World Cup, even Messi was embarrassed when he was given the Player of the Tournament award. So there's always been this thing where people are trying to almost design a thing of like, let's get Messi this World Cup. But it's like, no, let him earn it. And I think even going into look, Argentina are gonna get there, but I just think it would actually be quite funny if Messi didn't make it to the World Cup. And people would say, and it's again, people don't read between the lines. They don't really look at things in detail. Because I saw someone write that, oh my gosh, it would be such a loss if Messi didn't make the World Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong, has Messi done anything memorable at any World Cup? Has he done anything like, wow, Has he done a Ronaldo who scored a goal in a semi and 2 goals in a final? Has he done a Maradona who dribbled from the halfway line to score a goal against England? You know, so let's just be. Has he done a Ronaldinho who scored from the halfway line from a free kick? So like these are just these are just things. Has he done a Zizou who had a probably the best individual performance of all time in the 2006 World Cup? So what will he be really missing if Messi didn't make the World Cup? See what people say. Yeah, you are harsh on Messi. So you see, Stewie Griffin, my Italian brother, he say you are harsh on Messi, top three players of all time, better than Pele. Look, I think Pele is overrated. That's just me. But at the end of the day, Pele did ball at 17. You know, um, and you can't be top three of all time without a World Cup medal. I'm sorry, like I can't just focus on one thing and just ignore another thing. Like, yeah, look, Club is amazing, but for Argentina, no, forget that. How can you be top three players of all time when you've not won a single award for your country? That makes no sense. I'm sorry, like it's impossible. It's impossible. Um, Dybala and Messi don't work. So didn't Smo come to an Inter Milan team that had won Serie A like 2, 3 years in a row under? No, no, yeah, but Captain Levi says, yeah, he walked into an Inter team that had already won it 2 or 3 times in a row. But guys, read the small print. That was after Calciopoli, in which Inter took Juventus' best players. So those Juve players who didn't want to play in Serie B, like Vieira, like Ibrahimovic, all then moved to Inter Milan. So pretty much, I remember AC also got sanctioned as well. So literally, there was a one-team league based off Calciopoli because Juventus had been taken away. Their best players had been taken away. All the best players went to Inter Milan. So literally, a flipping ghost could have won the Serie A during at that time within Inter Milan. So you're not being hard on Messi at all. After disappearing in 3 straight finals, that's disgraceful. If that was Christina, someone else would be hammered. Um, I mean, wow, drop Messi? Damn. See, this is what I don't like. So, Aziz King says Argentina don't have a good coach. That's why they're not playing well. And I said this in my football news video. Sampoli is a good coach. You saw what he did with um what you remember call it. So what he did with Chile. And okay, Sevilla was up and down, but he still did pretty well for Sevilla. Why is everybody blaming everyone else apart from just the whole everybody? It's as if for me, I said like Messi isn't the main person to blame. The whole team is to blame and the coach. But don't say everybody's to blame apart from Messi. That's being childish. I mean, is this guy a baby? Come on, if you're the captain of the side, you're touted as the best player in the world, shoulder some responsibility and don't just cry and say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna retire. Come on, man. I can't believe people rate United's transfer business. So suddenly, Matic isn't crap and Kaka isn't a donkey. What the? Matic isn't crap. Okay, Matic is probably the best anchor type midfielder in the Premier League. Lukaku is a solid striker. Okay, I'll take Lukaku over Janssen, personally. Look, Messi is not on the same level as Zizou, El Fenomeno, or Dino. Sorry, he's not. Thanks, man. Your World Cup medal rule for horsemen means that an African player basically can't be. Yeah, look, it's true. My horseman rule is harsh. Like, look, Okocha and I give him a little slide pass, so he's allowed it in the club as an honorary guest, because it's Okocha. But look, that's my rule. You have to win a World Cup medal. Without a World Cup medal, you're not even up for consideration. So um, there. Thank you. Look, as Rahimski just said, he said I legit can't even name 3 players Maradona played with in Argentina. Nobody can. No one can. So it's fine. Nobody can. I think no. I think Ozzy Ardiles was in the 78 World Cup winning team. I don't think it was in the 86 team. Um, so who do you think is closest? Half for Cristiano. Welcome, man. It's been a long time. Who do you think is closest to a future Ballon d'Or? Isco or Mar? Mar easily. Come on, let's just be real here. Like for Isco, yeah, but Isco ends on Nene's level. I mean, come on, like Nene is Nene, you know. So Nene is on a whole other level, man. So, yeah, nah. Why don't you have any hope for Christina? Look, I never will. Okay, I bloody hate that man. So, um, I'd love to see you as a guest on the Cheeky Sports podcast. Look, man, tell them I'm happy to be a feature on any podcast. You know how controversial I'll be. You know like to be a prick to some people. So tell those Cheeky Sports guys that if they want a sexy, amazing football analytical, you know, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Can Morata be the new Raul at Chelsea? No, because Morata never really played as a lone striker, and I think Raul played in a whole different era. But Morata can be his own man. But I've always said this with Chelsea: play with two strikers. Although, as I say, play with two strikers. Morata, what's it now? 2 goals in 3 games? Should really be 3 goals in 3 games because he had a clear header that he should have scored. So I keep telling people, Morata, this guy's a bad man. This guy's a bad man, you know. Don't mess with your boy thingy. Cristiano Ronaldo won the Euros, but people won't give him his credits. No, Cristiano wasn't on the pitch, so I'm not giving Cristiano that's Euro win. Sorry, because really Eder scored that winning goal. Yes, he also helped to get them there, but he wasn't on the pitch. How can I give you any credits when you were not there playing the finals? So sorry, that's Cristiano Euro medal. It's tainted. Um, Cruyff never won the World Cup. Yeah, which is why he's not a horseman. It's as simple as that. Um, yeah, King Henry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that's what they say. Matic. Look, there are people. Look, Rooney was in the Brick Academy at one point. He's now a stellar player. It's called reformed. There are people who are reformed bricks, and Matic is one of those people who is a reformed brick. Um, so what do you think of Dortmund's new season? For me, I want to just see how this new coach goes. This new guy that they got from Ajax. Let's see how it rolls. They still have good players, you know. Because Pulisic is still there. They've still kept hold of Aubameyang. Marco Reus, when he's fit, he's still there. Um, let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. But I'm just not. Dembele was a huge miss, man. Let's just be real. I mean, like Dortmund letting go of Dembele was huge. And again, let's see what this new coach does. But I was much more of a bigger fan of Tuchel than this dude. What are the chances Asensio surpasses Mbappe and Dembele and wins a Ballon soon? Um, let's look at this Asensio kid first. For me, I would put Dembele and Asensio at the same level. I think these are really good young up and coming stars. I said like, I mean, Mbappe, man, let's talk, man. Let's talk because Mbappe is the guy's a killer. He could be a one season one wonder. It could be a one season and that's it. But that's why I want to see how he works at PSG. But guys, let me tell you this right now. I think PSG may have too much of a good thing. I think it may be a case of too many good players, and because it's too many good players, they may end up. Oh, this is right. They may end up not really balling, you know. And what I've said to people so many times is that listen to me when I say this. Emery is a clown. Emery is a bona fide clown. He's like it's the clown. That I don't think because there's a picture out there where you see I think Mbappe and Neymar like embracing each other, and like Emery looks like if he lost his brain. I don't think Emery will know how to fit in a team with Cavani, Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, the Drax. I mean, is this going to be like 109 or something? Like, I mean, what kind of formation are they playing? Because where is the midfield? Where are the defenders? So, um, Keegan, I think I mean, he flopped. He flopped that final. I'm sorry. Um, so Wasif Hussein, Madrid going for the treble this season. I don't, Real are gonna ball this season. They're gonna ball because they've got guys. Treble, I think, is too much, but guys, don't sleep on Barcelona. I like Messi for Argentina. Forget that guy. Like you can sleep for days. Messi in as Barcelona, nah, man. I will never ever bet against Messi at Barcelona. That's never gonna happen. Um, so Real have to be at their very best. Christina was on the pitch for 30 minutes in the final. It's not like he didn't play at all. Nah, it's not enough. I need to play the whole final. Emre Can's Juventus now shouldn't work. I actually wrote an article about that. I need to post it. Yeah, Robin was one goal away from being a World Cup champ. Yeah, look, it's annoying, man. It's annoying. Is Isco top 5 in the world right now? That's a really good question. Because in this world we have no defenders in this world. So I mean, let's say, so who would your top 5 be? Top 5 in the world right now. I mean, you'd have to roll with Neymar. You still have to say Lionel Richie. You still have to say Christina. You've got to say Modric. And and you probably have to say the Cannibal. I think those are the top 5 that you put in there. So I think Isco might just. But then for Isco, I think Isco and the Cannibal could be interchangeable because I say as of right now, so literally, how good have you been within the last week or so? I think Isco may squeeze in there. That's what I was right now. But I'm looking at this as like, okay, let's look at the whole totality of what you've done across a season. It has to be like Neymar, the Cannibal, Messi, Christina, Drich. And you can add, but then you've also got your boy Tony Cruz. But then you know what? I'd say this. No. Back up. I'd say Neymar. Messi, the Cannibal, Drich, and Sergio Ramos. Yeah, I mean, you've got to put Ramos in there. Because Ramos is, you can say, probably the best defender in the world right now. Look, I don't know about Mourinho and Martial. I don't know what was going on in there. What am I drinking? I'm drinking apple juice. Copella apple juice. This, guys, if you have this drink in your place, it is quality. Copella apple juice, it is absolutely amazing. I told him, man, I'm going on a whole new diet, man. I'm trying to, slim down. Can you eat a meal in your live stream, please? My meal is finished. This is what I had. I had some oh gosh, what's it? Some pasta. So I've just finished my pasta now. As of now, who are the favorites for the World Cup? Brazil, Germany. Germany. I think those are the only 2 I can think of now. Spain, nah. For me, nah. I mean, nah. Top 5, let's see. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. Cannibal top 5. So Alan Madrid says Messi, Christina, Neymar. You could even argue for Marcelo. I mean, okay, to be honest, you know what? Cannibal, okay, you know what? Let's. I mean, you probably have to take Cannibal out of this. For me, okay, look, Neymar, Lionel Richie, Neymar, Lionel Richie, Drich, Sergio Ramos, maybe Marcelo or Cruz. Um, Still agree with that? No, I mean I think that is your Juventus fanship going in there. You can't come out and publicly say Dybala is better than Isco. I'm sorry, that's you can't say that. I'm sorry. Um, Although I do like Dybala, though I really like him, but Isco is on a whole other level now, man. Um, yeah, I will put respect on Hazard's name if he takes them to if he takes Belgium to a semi. But Hazard ain't taking nobody to a semi because they've got Martinez as coach, and Martinez ain't gonna let them go very far. Um, Message retracted. Interesting. Oh, Miguel football. Like you look, man. You know what? Before I played, I had not played for about 5 or 6 months, and I was actually afraid before I took on the pitch, but I wasn't bad. One of my better games, but I should probably say this in a video. Like, so because I don't play for some time, after the first 5 minutes, I was so out of breath. I literally had to just say, guys, sorry, I need to take a break. I went inside the complex and I had to drink water. I could hardly breathe. That's how out of shape I was, you know. But yeah, man, no, look, it was good to be back on the pitch, and I'm hoping that I can keep doing this whole thing once a week because basically it's one of my uni friends that set it up. So I'm just hoping I can get back on it because basically my football now is different. Because before when I was younger, I had incredible stamina. I could run up and down fully. So I was just like this central midfielder who literally never got tired. But right now, after a few minutes, I get very tired. So my football right now is completely technical. Completely technical. It's all about pop, move, and using my brain for nice pop-off passes. And I've always said this, and this is what I've always said that, look, nothing beats scoring like a winning goal. But for me, I always had a better feeling unleashing a really creative through ball than just scoring a goal. For me, the thing that I always really thrived on, that I always pretty much got like orgasms from, is just unleashing an amazing through ball. That's what I always liked. Um, FIFA or PES, Pro Evo easily. Like that's Pro Evo is just the better football game. I cannot understand the people who put FIFA over Pro Evo. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, have you played these games? Um, who's the best African player ever? It's a toss-up between Okocha and George Weah. It's between those two. Have you thought about being a coach? I've thought about being a coach for a while, you know. And it just depends whether I can have the opportunity. Because again, I would like to be a coach because I do feel that I could take a team and really, you know, give them ideas. Because I told you, like, the whole thing about the football hot and what separates this from other channels is that pretty much other channels are like, you know, fan channels, which is all well and good. But as I said, I look at football as a whole. I've been collecting football my magazines, and I've been playing football management games since I was like, my God, since I was like 12, 11, 12. So I've literally owned almost every single management game. So I always looked at the game analytically. So my whole thing is about analysis, and just trying to really understand the nuances of the game because football, it's complicated, man. It's complicated, and it's all about, you know, the formations here and there and all that kind of stuff, you know. So that's my thing. Issue, do you think Senegal have a realistic chance of getting out of the group and reach the World Cup? Nah, I think it's all over for Senegal. They screwed up against Burkina Faso. Like, when you look at the games that Burkina Faso have left, you know, Burkina Faso will make it. So I just think it's very disappointing that Senegal won't be at the World Cup. So Senegal not at the World Cup, Chile not at the World Cup. That's just how it is. Look, Okocha is the truth, man. H, do you believe if someone is 22 years old, they can make... Yeah, they can. The people that started very late, you have to be very good, though, and you just have to be very, very lucky. But I think if you're 22, you find the right agents. I think, what's it called? I think Jamie Vardy started very late. There are other people that started very late. I think Lambert as well started late. So it's all about finding the right coach, just being lucky. Is Ramos a horseman contender? Potentially. Potentially. I have to think about that. Yeah, I am better than Arsene Wenger. Guys, it's been swell. It's been good. Thank you for joining me on this half-hour YouTube live. Peace.